Welcome to The Informant, the podcast that talks about anything and everything. We cover from sports, religion, politics, social, you name it. I'm your host as ever, Doc McLeod. So without any further ado, let's delve right into it. Good day, my good people. I hope I find you well. Believing you are having a splendid day and you had a fantastic weekend. Right, let's go straight into some few updates that I've got here. Remember, just about 2 weeks ago, I mentioned that it is high time the person of Kudata Gray Queen Bee stops some of these rallies that he is holding. I said it when he did the last rally at Rufaro Stadium, where for sure it was a success. But him continuing now, I saw definitely that lines were now being crossed. I came here and openly stated that the Rufaro rally has got to be the last one he has got to do for this year. But if you look at it, he continued to go on straight and was now in Masvingo holding all these rallies. And now, considering the fact of what has transpired now, you'll see that in Mutare, there's a bit of a challenge there. Some person that he was taunting to make sure that that person is put into the central committee did not manage to, but a different person was actually pushed into the central committee. These are some of the things that people don't understand. The sitting president can have you close. But if you try and try and outshine the master, it always gets to be a problem. You have to understand politics and you have to understand the limits. In the 48 laws of power, it teaches people that in politics or in any position where you are, where you want control, no one should be allowed to outsmart the master. And I foresee that's what he was now doing. Because if you cannot be guided and be told to draw back and you continue to press on without going for consultation with your master, the master will end up not understanding your master plan. Because if he continues to allow you to roam freely, you might outplay the master. So there's got to be limits and controls. So every time you're doing something, you have to make sure that you remain constantly in constant contact with the master, consulting on whatever you want to do, so that the master knows that they are in control of everything that you are doing. So right now, all of a sudden, the giving of the cars has been called off. Anyone who now wants to give a car, is reported by many channels, now has to go through the president. This is the control that I'm saying. Because some people are using that to their advantage, which makes them feel that they now have got more power than they do. Because being given free roaming space does not give them the power that they are assuming they have. What I like about the president, he has played this game for too long. He knows when to throw the dice. He knows which side of the dice to look at. He has put out options out there. Some were running with the ED 2030, running Gabachipo. Some were running with the life president. Some were running with him ending his term in 2028. And now, because he has always said that he's a constitutionalist, it gives you the divide. With the divide, it gives the president full control of the party. That's one thing I like about everything there. Whichever group or side that you run with, he still remains in control. So he can act as if he's favoring one path, but before you know it, he can turn around and seem to be going with another path. It's all to do with his political acumen. He has understood how to control in politics. And this is exactly what's happening. Right now, all the cars are now having to be donated through the president. Where is this leading people? This is leading people to an event that's going to be coming on the 31st of December. It is very hard, very difficult for somebody to be recognized by the president and you turn it down. I saw one of these young ladies who sings. She was given a present through one of these presidential funds, but I had to send for a representative to be present. And I then saw the gentleman, I don't mention names, you have got to know these events, coming back, trying to make sure that they explain the reason why it happened the way it happened. They sat on the Ola podcast to try and explain the mishap, because you not being present where the president has put his blessing, it means to say you are undermining the position of the president, and that can bear serious consequences. So that has been cleared. It gives a signal that whenever you are presented with something by the father of the nation, you just have got to honor and accept. So the 31st of December, there's an event that's coming, and I foresee something along those lines happening again, where appreciation of patriotism is going to be, and it has got to be honored. So let's see how things unfold, but it's a hint that I'm giving you. Time went on. I also brought in a video which did not make sense to a lot of people when I said one of these journalists not from our country was poisoned because he was stepping on sensitive stories to do with politicians. Reason I brought that, let me enlighten that to you. I didn't want to be the one breaking the news to tell you that the person of Chimama was poisoned. May his soul rest in peace. Usually, these are not lovely things to talk about because this is life lost. And then a recording is now starting to come public right now. I remember hearing that recording and knew that something has gone wrong somewhere there. In that event, I just put in a totally different video, which has nothing to do with you, but I'll be knowing what I'll be doing, to say don't tamper with the political lines and the political players. You do that, they will play with you the carnal way. All those things are possible, especially if you're trying to tarnish somebody's image. So every person was reporting. It is my plea that you know the boundaries on what to say and what to do. Because in trying to please the people, you end up endangering your life. Lives can be lost in the political arena. Then the last thing that I want to talk about pertaining the situation in Zimbabwe. Peace is prevailing, that I can tell you. There's discussions behind the scenes where ZANU-PF is trying very hard to find each other. And steps are being taken and the progress is being made. So right now, people don't even know the mind of the sitting president, whether he's going to be coming off in 2028, whether he's going to continue to see through his vision, because as much as he says he's a constitutionalist and 2028 is going to be stepping off, it is not him that decides, it is the people. If people decide that they want him to run until 2030, he just has got to accept the offer. So it's not for people to look at the sitting president, but it's for people to look at the systems and how they are moving and progressing. Some are ululating over the stopping of the distribution of the cars by the people that were giving cars, and it is all left now to the sitting president. It has confused a lot, and some who are rejoicing don't even know reason why that has been done. But I'm still trying to tell you that continue to watch on the 31st of December into the 1st of January event. A lot is going to reveal to you why that has been said and why the system is now in that direction. It also eases the tension between the president and the comrades that he shared the bushes with during the wartime. You cannot continue to have tension with your brothers that you were with during the liberation struggle. So him being directed and him being the center of everything, it actually shows you that there is control that is being given back to the sitting president so that he makes the right decisions rather than having some people making decisions on his behalf, because the criteria on how they are choosing is now being questioned by so many. In the process, it's putting a lot of pressure to the sitting president. One thing I like about the sitting president, it doesn't show you that he's under pressure. He just behaves the way he has always been behaving. But at the end of the day, he will always get things right. With this, I'm out. I don't have much to say, but all I'm saying is may the soul of Chimama rest in peace. And we continue to pray even for the family and those who are in politics. Be careful who you follow, because some people you follow them and then they ditch you. The minute they ditch you, they don't even talk about you. You can rot in prison, you can rot in without them even mentioning you or even relating with you or even updating people. Act as if they never knew you at all. So be very, very careful when you step into this political arena. Have a good day, and I'm out.